Okay, so if I zoom in, we can see, we should be able to make out that 200-yard marker either side, well, the 200-yard marker and then the 150s at either side of that. So the 150s are about 40 yards apart and the two 100 markers are about 20 yards apart. So that's going to give me a good guide for hitting into that zone. If I hold up 6 fingers like so, that is my window that I can hit into, and I'll explain more when I'm doing on the course one. That's basically the two 150s or 40 yards apart, and then if I do 4 fingers, that is now 20 yards apart, and that is how we can map out where we're going to aim when we're out on the golf course. Okay, so purposeful practice module. This is where we turn the scorecard into what we've gleaned from our round and can we make it better for next time. Put yourself under a little bit of pressure. So we've got, obviously, for the driving range stuff, we're going to keep short game out of it, and we're literally going to work on tee shots, approach shots and wedge shots. Now, how I'd like you to do this, if it's the tee shots that are the issue, we're just going to practice the tee shots. That'll be done for our session and maybe do some short game work. If it's a combination of tee shots and approach shots, then we work on those two, or the wedges as well. There'll be a combination of everything. But the way I want you to practice it is, we're going to get 10 balls. Once you've warmed yourself up, we're going to go through full routine. I've shown you the outlier video of your scoring zone, and now we've just got to try and hit that zone. So I've got my spread there. I'm going to go with my 3-wood as my driving club today. Full routine, walk in. Okay, that's nicely straight down the middle, so I will put that down as a tick mark. Now, if I'm just working on the driving clubs, I might hit 10 with 3-wood, I might hit 10 with the driver, I might hit 10 with a hybrid, and we'll just start to see which one's working better. Obviously, if we can get driver going, we're going to advance it further down the fairway, leave ourselves a shorter club into the green. But you probably want a bit of a combination of everything, and we definitely need a go-to. If your A game's not on, what is our B or C game? Is it a long iron? Is it a hybrid that can just nudge it down there? So you're going to hit 10 shots with those. If you're hitting your mid irons, it's the same thing. So if I go 6 iron here, same target because it's still my approach zone. Still be walking in, full routine. Are we happy? Yeah, that was better than it was on the course the other day. And then same with wedges. Wedges is slightly different. So when we come into the wedge zone, obviously the goal is 100, but you might be 90, 80, 70. There's a whole variety of shots. So basically between 100 and the 50-yard mark is your wedge play. So you need to, it's not going to be, some of you it'll be a full shot with wedges or sand irons or whatever, but other times it might be a partial shot. So you're going to have to learn the partial shots as well. So if I say, for example, there's a keg out there at 80 yards, so I'm going to play just a smaller shot with a gap wedge. So it's hit my zone and it's pretty much the right distance. So again, I'd play 10 of those shots, maybe mix it up. This is how you can mix things up, but once you've got your basic model, the scorecard's giving you your result, this is what you need to practice. If you pass your test and you've done all your practice and you pass it, excellent. Hopefully then next time you go play, you're going to be hitting it a lot better, or have more confidence anyway. but you might then have some time that you want to mess around and try and hit different shots. So this is what we're going to use all these practice sessions for, in effect. So hopefully that all helps, and I shall see you in the next video.